What's up, everybody? Ramey here. And what we're going to talk about today are we're going to talk about various workout apps. I want to compare them. I want to go through them. I want to talk about features I like, features I don't like, and try to help you out. I recently asked the question on Reddit and Discord, what's everyone's favorite app? What are people using? And then I went through and looked at all the popular ones and tried to figure out like what one was right for me. And each of them had different features that stood out. And what I want to do is I want to go through those features so that I can help you find a good app for you. Now, what I always do, and before I start, I want to say I'm not talking about like apps that plan your workout like Juggernaut. I'm talking about apps like workout loggers, like Boostcamp, Hevy, Strengthlog, Liftosaur, apps like that you're going to go through to plan your workouts and log what you've done for the day. All right, so the first app that I used, which is up on my screen, I've been using this for years, and I'm finally going to switch from it. And I'll talk about why, and I'll talk about each of these apps and what I liked and didn't like about them. But I'm going to go through the apps that I go through. I'm going to go through like 4 to 6 different apps today. I'm going to go through them quickly and talk about features that I really liked about them, what separates them. I'm not going to go through every in-depth feature about them because each of them have so much. But I want you to leave this video thinking about, I think I know what one maybe is for me or what one I should give a try. So first of all, I was using Google Sheets. You can see I created a dummy workout here and threw in some data. Google Sheets is simple because you can really do anything. You can create it on your computer or your phone. And I have it up on the screen here. I've entered some fake data in. Cool thing about Google Sheets, you can create like cool graphs and charts, like how many sets per week. I have it numerically. I have a graph. I have like a little map that tells me where my focuses are. I can plan workouts out, like what I'm going to do, like really anything in Google Sheets. This is just a sample 4-day template that I threw together in Google Sheets. Other cool thing about Google Sheets, you can use it on your phone just like an app. So here's what it looks like on my phone, actually. Here is Google Sheets on my iPhone. It's just like, mostly just like an app. Reason I'm moving away from Google Sheets, it gets a little old to plan everything, and I always have to do all the math and the formulas. I can do them all in ChatGPT, which saves me time, but it's just a little, the interface is just a little clunky compared to an actual dedicated app that does everything for me. So I thought, well, if I could pay a cheap price for something that, like, it'd be worth, a few bucks a year or a lifetime paying for something that made it so I didn't have to do this anymore. So I started looking at all the different apps out there. And what I'm going to do is I want to go through, I want to talk about the apps. I'm going to scroll to them and I want to talk about them. So the first app that I want to talk about that every single person recommended, pretty much lots of people recommended, was Strong. We can see Strong up on the screen here. Let me make this bigger so that you can see it. So we have Strong up on the screen here. This is the actual app from my phone. I'm screen sharing from my phone. And I went through and started to look at Strong. Now what I did is I actually have the full version of all the apps I'm going to show you. I either paid for a month or they offered a free trial. So these apps, I'm looking at all the full versions of them. I'm not talking about features that are blocked off. I'm talking about full versions. So what I have for Strong, so I started to look at Strong. So you can look, they have all kinds of exercises. You can see the screen. It's very basic, but what I cared about was workouts, planning a workout, logging a workout, and then looking at statistics. Those were the basic things I wanted. Plan workout, log workout, get statistics. Those were the cool things I wanted. So what I did is in Strong is I looked. So first of all, Strong does not have very many templates to just choose from right away. I don't really think that's a big deal because I'm one that likes to go online, find a workout I want, and just program it in here. Literally, programming a workout in Strong took me a second. I can literally just click a workout. This is one that I created. I can edit it. I can create a dummy workout, or I can create new ones. A new template. Next. Add exercises. And I can go through and start picking exercises. Pick what I want to add. Pick how many reps I want. All that kind of stuff. And that is how to use Strong. Very basic, simple. Okay, so Strong has a really clean interface. I like it when I click Start Workout. Cancel that. Let's go to this. Let's start an actual workout. Really simple, clean interface. They have a timer here. I can enter in the weight. I can enter in previous weights. I can enter in reps. When I'm done, I simply enter it in. Very simple. I can create sets, create exercises, all good stuff. I actually really like everything about Strong. Except there were some things that I did not like about it. So let's talk about what I did not like. So the problem you have with Strong is I ran into two big issues with this piece of software. The two big issues are, first of all, they have very limited statistics. So like I can see total volume. I can get a few, they have widgets like I can track exercises, measurements, macros, calories, workouts per week, but I couldn't track sets per week, which I'm now doing a bodybuilding program. And that's kind of the most important part. Like I like being able to track exercises, but I want to track like how many sets am I doing? Are my sets getting more? Is my volume getting more? Whereas if I just track exercises, like, yes, that's important when I was doing 5-3-1, but it's not important for other kinds of workouts. So I felt like they were not giving you some very basic statistics. My kind of like the basic statistics I was looking for was volume, like weight, progression, and sets per week, like those two things. And this was missing one of them, and I thought that was kind of weak. I didn't like that. The other issue that I have with Strong is it appears as if the developers kind of have given up on the app over the last 2 years and stopped developing it. I had a difficult time finding out what country this app was made in. I think I came to the conclusion it was made in Thailand. But I'm not sure if it was made in Thailand or not. I'm pretty sure that's what it said online the company was owned from. But I couldn't find anything out about the team who was developing it or anything like that. And I didn't like that. So there were a few, those were some red flags. What I did like about Strong was it was very easy to use. It was very basic and it's cheap. Like it's a couple dollars per month. The yearly fee is cheap. And then you can buy a lifetime version, which is good for $99. But it also does look like the developers of Strong are coming back to the app and trying to redevelop it. I guess because so many other apps have now caught up and surpassed it, they're kind of working on it. But I kind of gave Strong, I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it. I thought there's got to be some. I might as well use Sheets if this is what I'm doing. Like it doesn't even give me the statistics I get on Sheets. So I gave Strong a not worth it for me. I just didn't like it. So the next app I checked out, similar to Strong, which is one tons of people recommended, was an app called Hevy. Now, Hevy is very similar to Strong in every way, but it seems like all the disadvantages of Strong, Hevy did them, which was cool. So you go, you see the beginning. It seems like Hevy has a lot of social aspects. I didn't look at social aspects on these apps. The reason why is because I could care less about social aspects on an app. So I really didn't care. But it has workouts. Just like Strong, you plan your workouts. You plan each day. Now, the disadvantage of both Strong and Hevy is you can't plan a 4-week workout plan. So you can plan by days, which is fine. You basically have to just plan by day. I'm okay with that because I kind of like to write out my workouts anyway on paper or sheets and know what's my routine for the next 7 weeks. Then put all my days, week 1, day 1, put that into an app like Hevy and track all my workouts. And I just kind of created some dummy workouts here that I could play with because I haven't started using any of these apps. I'm not going to start using them till after the new year. So these are all just me playing around to find out what I want to use. But very easily, just like Strong, very clean interface, very nice to use, very simple. Hevy actually does have statistics. First of all, it has a heat map with your body so you can see what muscles you're actually using. You can see set count per muscle group, a muscle distribution chart, which shows where you're working out, very similar to what I had in Sheets. Muscle distribution of body, which shows how many sets per week you've done of each muscle group, which I like. One thing I did notice about Hevy and I'll talk about this as I get into some of the other apps. So if I do a set of bench press, Hevy will count a set of bench press as a set of chest, shoulders, and triceps here on this map. And I personally didn't like that about the workout. I'd rather the secondary muscles either be not counted or counted as like 0.25 a set or 0.3 or even maybe 0.5. I don't even know if I like that. I'd rather them just not count at all. So I was a little disappointed that it did that until I found a very easy workaround. So when I create a workout in Hevy, new routine, add exercise, and I go to bench press, and you can see like all these apps have this, like they show what the exercise is. Like I don't know what they're developing for, but basically what I do is I can see that primary chest, secondary triceps, shoulders. And I say, well, they're going to count triceps and shoulders as a set. I don't want that in my statistics. I'm just going to create a custom exercise and call it like bench press as well, just a custom bench press, and just say there's only a primary muscle group of chest, and boom, I've solved that problem. So while it was an issue at first, pretty much solved the problem. And that's as simple as Hevy gets. Now here's another huge advantage of Hevy that Strong did not have. Hevy has an online interface. We're now on their website. And this I actually really liked a lot. This impressed me about the app a ton. So I can use Hevy. I can plan my routines, new routine, new folder, exercises, all online. So that means I don't need to fiddle with my phone to create the exercise. So that was huge. So the online interface, the fact that I could go online on my laptop, on my computer, on my iPad, plan all my workouts out, and then just go to the app to do everything, to do the workout. Beautiful. Love that. Other thing I liked about Hevy, inexpensive. It's like $2 a month. Lifetime membership of Hevy is like $70, $80, it's like $77 or 70 some dollars, something like that. So pretty inexpensive lifetime membership, inexpensive monthly membership. I like all that. I think the annual fee was like $25 a year. So I like the pricing. So I was really happy. I'm very happy with Hevy. I like it. I like everything about it. It's got the stats I want. It's got the pricing I want, and it tracks all my workouts. So it's got what I'm looking for. I love the web interface stuff. All right. So then I started to get into more apps. I realized there's more apps out there. So I went to the next popular app out there, Boostcamp. Boostcamp is an app that a lot of people really recommend it online as well. I see it recommended when people ask about workouts. Now, one of the things that Boostcamp has that people like is that it has a bunch of, when I go to Discover, it has a bunch of workouts out there, like from Reddit. And so what I did is I started to say, okay, let me take a look at these. So I looked for bodybuilding, and there really wasn't a lot. A lot of them are geared towards strength and power building. Coming from me just doing 5-3-1 for the last 2 years, I looked at 5-3-1, Boring But Big by Jim Wendler. And I was like, oh, cool, they have 5-3-1. So I looked at 5-3-1, and I was very not impressed. Because I've read 5-3-1 forever about 80 times, and this is not the workout that Jim Wendler recommends as 5-3-1 BBB. Like, look at day 2 here. Okay, we got the deadlift, right, but abs? Wendler recommends 50 sets of push, 50 sets of pull for 5-3-1, 50 reps of 5-3-1 BBB. He doesn't recommend doing this. This isn't what he recommends in any of his books, actually. And so I started to ask myself, well, where did they get this workout from Wendler? So I found on the fitness wiki, Wendler has a generic 5-3-1 workout that he made in a blog post that he doesn't give away, like the good stuff, the full workout. And this is what they had. So like I was a little, that was like a red flag for me right there. This wasn't like the 5-3-1. Then what I can edit the rep max here for 5-3-1 when I'm gonna do it, but I can't create a TM. So, and I'm not sure how they're calculating. They're setting me a training max what is 90% of your 1 rep max? But like, what if I want it to be 85? Wendler recommends change it to what you want. Like mine was actually 85%. So if I picked 5-3-1 in this app, I can't change that. The next problem, I can't even add exercises to make it a real 5-3-1 problem. I have to start the workout and be doing it at the time. Like I can't pre-plan it. I have to start to work out to do it. So I didn't even check more of their workouts because I didn't like that. I personally think that while this workout thing is nice, maybe the premium ones that you have to pay for are nice by people who created them. I think that the free ones that they have, which are found on Reddit, I'd rather go in the app itself and create my own, because you can in this app create a full program. I would much rather just create a program and make it customized for what I actually want or make it right than use one of their pre-programmed ones. I wasn't a fan of pre-programmed workouts in any of the apps. If that's your thing, great. It wasn't my thing. I don't like it. I don't care for that feature. Okay. Over Hevy and Strong, what I liked about Boostcamp, first of all, it has a very nice interface. The interface is great of this app. And I can create full programs. So while I can create a workout just like I did in the other two apps, I can also create like a 6-week progression scheme here, which is nice. It's a good feature. It's nice. I like that. So it meets my first criteria. I can create a workout. It's got a nice interface. Statistics wise, so I was pretty disappointed in the statistics of Boostcamp as well. Really, I can see, so this is my sets per week. Again, just like Hevy, they're counting like triceps and front delts as part of a chest workout. They're not counting them as full reps. They're counting them as partial, but I'm not really sure how much. They try to say like might be 0.6, but it's clearly like something here, and I don't know what it is, and I can't change it. So like if I don't want triceps to count as part of my bench as a set per week, I can't change that in the app. Like it's just there, and I can't change it, and I don't even know how they calculated it. Like I don't know the exact percentage, because obviously it's different, because the set of chest counted for chest, triceps, front delts. Triceps are 2.4 sets, delts are 2.0. So I don't know what the number was they used, and I can't modify it. I don't like that at all. I'd rather have it just be 0 if it has to be nothing. Like I'd rather have it just, and then you can see they have some other stuff. Like I can look at my volume. I can look at my total reps, but like all that I wanted was sets per week, and I can't really get that here on this app. So they're missing sets per week because they have it, but it's like, again, the same thing. So I can do the same workaround I did in Hevy, where I create a custom exercise and do that. That's my workaround for it. Okay, so that gives me sets per week in Boostcamp. Okay. So Boostcamp, I can get sets per week if I do custom. All right, so let's talk about my checks. That I can create workouts, check. I can get sets per week and volume of progression. Okay, I can do that. Same workaround as Hevy. Okay, so they got 2 of the things I like. Third thing is pricing, and pricing, Boostcamp fails. First of all, there is no... the monthly fee is like $11, $12, that's more than I pay for Netflix and HBO, which is absolutely mind-boggling to me that they're charging more than HBO for their app. The other thing, the annual fee is like $70-some a month, which is a lot. It's quite a bit. I have the full version right now, because I am doing a trial. And you can see that they have a discount right now where the full version is $50 a month. So right now this is a Christmas special, because it's usually 30% more than that. It's like 70, 80 bucks a month for a year, which in my opinion is just not worth it. I would pay $80 for a lifetime of the app. But I don't think any app on your phone should be more than $25 total for the year. If you're more than that, if you're $28, I'm going to say you're a ripoff. That's it. Like, I really am. I don't care. I'm cheap, and I will say I won't pay for it. I refuse to pay for it because I can do it on Sheets for free. I can do this stuff. So why am I going to spend 50? I say, oh, it's on sale right now. So keep that in mind. Normally it's like $70. $70 over 10 years is $700. Like, it starts to be serious money that I could have used for anything else in my life. None of these apps are perfect. There are problems with all these apps. They're a little buggy. There are little bugs in this app. When I go to enter things in, for example, I go to enter a workout. Let's see. I'll show you the bugs that I run into with this app. Okay. Bug 1 with Boostcamp. I cannot get rid of the keyboard right now. I just can't get rid of it. I can click, oh, I clicked up here to get rid of it. I've run into this problem like 18 times. Oh, it is getting rid of it there. Good. Well, the bug isn't happening as much. But like I push return and it's not, but there are other places where like it's not getting rid. I did find out actually how to do it, how to kind of get around the bug, but little things like that, I shouldn't be paying $11.99 a month. HBO works great. I pay $9 a month. And it's HBO. Netflix, I pay them like $6 a month for the one with commercials, like $6 for Netflix. Why this app should be double the price of my Netflix account, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't figure that out. I have no idea. I just don't know. I don't know how that's possible. So I do not like the cost of this app at all. All right, let's move on because I'm done with this app. All right, let's go on to a different app. Let's go on to Strengthlog. Strengthlog reminds me so much of, oh, and I should say Boostcamp is made by developers in New York City. I did look that up. I was able to find out everything about the developers. Hevy is a development team, I want to say in like Finland or one of those countries in Europe. But it's developed by a full team. I was easily be able to get all their information on their website. Same with Boostcamp as well. I was able to get all their information. Similarly, with Strengthlog, I was able to get all their information. I think they're out of Sweden, Strengthlog. I was able to find out who the team was, who's developing it, all that good stuff. Remember, I couldn't get that at all from Strong. So I was able to find that information on their websites for these apps. All right. So Strengthlog, So Strengthlog is really interesting. When I first opened this app up, I was like, whoa, I was overwhelmed. There's so much going on. After playing with it for about 45 minutes to an hour, I was like, oh my God, this app does everything. It really does. This app, so first of all, they have every statistic. So first of all, 98% of this app is free, basically. Basically 98% of this app is free. So I'll talk about like apps I recommend and stuff, but this app, like as far as what free is, like this app does nearly everything for free. I was so surprised. Besides a few statistics, everything is free in this app, which is just amazing. And the statistics they do offer for free are probably more than any other app, what they have for their paid version. I mean, you can see all the statistics here that I'm seeing on the free. This is the free version of this. I don't have the paid version of this. My thing is ended. Just what they offer for free as statistics is more than what paid versions offer of the other things. And the other things, I've only showed you the paid versions. And if you pay for this one, it's got a ton of stuff. Now, some really cool things about this app. So first of all, like, plan a workout, it goes through, it has heat maps for every exercise you're going to choose. You want to choose like cable curl with rope, a heat map. It shows you like what muscle groups it's going to use. I love the heat maps. I love the visual stuff. Super nice. Primary, secondary shows you can choose it. You pick the exercise. Great. It tells you your whole program. Like, am I working top? Like it's a good visual to say like I'm working everything. I really like that about this. The other thing, not only does this have planned workouts like heavy and strong, just like Boostcamp, you can create and they have routines you can buy, routines that are free. tons of routines that are free that you can find. If this is 4-day, 3-day, you pick what you want and the routine pops up. So you can get the routines very similar to Boostcamp, get routines, or you can make your own program. You can see I made a dummy program here. It's only 2 days, week 1, week 2, but you can see like different weeks, what they're going to do, all the muscle groups that I'm hitting for those 2 days. I really like that. Visually, this app is great. I really like that about it. So it hits all the things so far. It hits the statistics way over. It has more statistics that you can ask for, and you can plan workouts. Okay. So there are some neat little things this app does though. So first of all, their library, like their exercises and video library is way more extensive than anyone else as far as the information they give you for the exercise. I really like that. The other cool thing about this app that none of the other ones have is they talk about what they're actually going to do. So there's this place called planned features, and they tell you features we want, they're working, this is what they're working on, and you can vote on stuff. Features they're going to develop it, things they're planning to do, what we're working on at the moment, and done. How cool is that the developers are telling you what they're doing? Most apps keep it secret. They're telling you this is what we're working on right now. Right in the app, you can vote on different things for priority. I really like that. Everything about this app I liked. I really liked it until I got to the pricing. Just like Boostcamp, it's the same price as Boostcamp. It's just, I was like, you know what? I don't understand why it's so much money. Let's see. $11 a month, more than HBO, more than Netflix, best value, $78 a year. It's not worth me ditching Sheets for $78 a year. If someone said, I'll give you $78 a year to use Google Sheets instead of this app, I would take that. I would take $50. I would take $30. That $25 is a number in my head. Again, I said I'm cheap, so that's that. So I was really disappointed with the how much it cost. I think it should be $77 for a lifetime version. Then all of a sudden I would buy it. $25 should be what it is per year. And it should be $2 a month. This is a phone app. This is not a company like HBO. And HBO charges $9. Sorry, you're just not. So why it should be that much, I have no idea. All right. So that's Strengthlog. And I'm going to get to this comparison of all the apps, what I recommend and stuff. We're going to do one more, and that's it. Because you can see I tried out all these apps here. I did try out JFit. Keylifts is great for 531, but it's only specific to 531, so I don't want to recommend that. FitNotes, I've heard FitNotes is really good on Android. This is not the same thing, so we're not even looking at that. And these other ones, they were either too overpriced or just not in the ballpark of what I was looking for. Last one I want to look at is an app called Liftosaur. Now, Liftosaur is developed by one person. Their app is on GitHub, so I think they got help of a community. The person who creates it is very responsive. Now, this app, again, when I first got into this app, I was like, what is going on here? It took me a solid 30 minutes to figure out what was going on and how to use the app. After I did that, this app blew my mind away. Out of all the apps I use, this app absolutely blows my mind. The reason this app blows my mind is because it's not just a workout planner. There's literally a programming language around it. So anything you can do in Google Sheets, pretty much, you can make happen here. And that absolutely blew my mind. So let's start out with the app. So first of all, change program. They have, just like Boostcamp, they have some common workouts like 531, but it's the beginner version, the 3-day beginner version. But they have other workouts you can choose from, which you can automatically do, just like Boostcamp and Strengthlog. You can do workout planner, just like Boostcamp and Strengthlog. Week 1, 2, 3, how many days you're going to do, what's going to happen in each week, all that good stuff. You can create your workout. Let me just show you what this looks like, because this is a little different than what the other workouts are like. So when I like pick a workout that I'm going to do for the day, like bench press, so they have this advanced version of what I can do. I can choose. Now this looks a little intimidating at first for people, but it's really not. You don't have to mess with any of this. It's just all set for you. But I can choose like as many reps as possible, log in, but I can make any value, any variation that I want, I can do in this app. Anything I can change. And that's what's cool about it. It's so customizable that there is not like really, the other apps all have limits of what they can do. This one does not have those limits. As far as graphs, so they do have progression and they do have sets per week, but that's about all they have. So I didn't like and I got to get to, they have a web interface. So I got to get there because it blows my mind. So they do have the basic stats here, and let me just show you what they look like. Like pick a couple. I don't think I have any dummy exercises even added in. So there's nothing for you to see here, but it's just a graph. That's all. So they do have the basic stats, but it's not impressive like Strengthlogs. None of them are impressive like Strengthlogs. So, but the stats that they have on their website make up for this. So let's get there. Then settings, basic stuff, you can export, import, all the stuff that all the other apps have. And you can work out. It's actually, it's the interface. I gave the interface. It's like, okay, it's pretty good. You can see what it looks like when you're going to work out. You enter in your reps. You can change things around. Tells you what the plates you need, all that. It can add in sets, add in exercise. It's all the same stuff that all the other ones do for working out. All of them are good for working out. All right. Where this app, the two places this app blows my mind is the customizability in the app, all the different stuff you can do, and the website. So now we're on the website for Liftosaur. There are three things here. Web editor, workout planner, your programs. So your program, so just like Hevy, I can edit everything on the website, which is super cool. I can go to a workout and see what's going on. I can plan things out. It shows me what muscles are used in my workout for hypertrophy versus strength. What do I have? Like, and I set like how many sets did I want? Like, so it 100% is like a setting that I created here. Like, is my workout hitting all those muscle groups? So that's for my programs. Workout planner. And when you want to edit one of your programs, it goes to this web editor. Let me just show you that before I get to workout planner, because workout planner is what just boggles my mind that this exists, and it's because it's super cool. You can add an existing day, create a new exercise, add a new day. It shows you as you're working through what muscle groups you're hitting. I love that. Brilliant. I love it. This is a pretty new feature by Liftosaur. Oh man, this feature I'm gonna do some switching here to make this a little easier. So what this feature does, which is just awesome. Let me copy this. Okay, so let me go day one. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna enter in exercises. Now I'm gonna copy and paste because I'm making this quick for you guys. Oh yeah, let's say that was a custom exercise. So also a custom. Let's do that. All right. So basically what I've done, I've wrote down bench press, and that's all you have to write. You don't need to write more, but I did a slash and I said 2 by 10. Basically what that means is 2 sets, and it's going to ask for 10 reps. Now I can go and change that. I can make it RPE. I can make it progression. I can make whatever I want it to be. I just did 10 reps. And you kind of learn like how to enter it in as you go. Each one, it tells you what it is, the target muscles, all that stuff. Well, start to look at this. Look at the stats you get on the right-hand side. This is what blows my mind. Day stats. How many sets of shoulders am I doing? How many sets of push, pull, leg, core, lower, upper? Ah, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. How many sets am I doing? Then it tells you by week how long it's going to take for your workout. This tells you how long the workout's going to take as you're planning it. I just love that this is all on the web too. And how many sets am I doing for this week? Oh, I'm doing 8, 2. So 2, they want me to do, the arrows mean like do more, do more. Now you're asking, Where did they get the, how do they know that's enough sets? Because you said it. You tell them how many sets you want. How much do I want the rest timer to be between sets? This will change the time of your workout. Synergist multiplier. What does this mean? So remember I was talking about how like when you do a set of chest, triceps, and front delts can be counted? This is asking how much do you want those to count for? I can say 0.25. I can say 0. I can say 1. I pick. Which is beautiful. I just pick. I like 0.25 because I don't think that like 2 sets of chest counts as a set of tricep, but maybe 4 sets of chest maybe counts as a set of tricep. I can live with that. Strength versus hypertrophy. You can kind of pick. Now, I can say, and this changes all, but by muscle group. And I can change just by muscle group if I want to. How many sets of shoulders? What's the minimum I want to do per week? 10. What's the max? I don't know, 17. I got to make sure I don't click this because it'll change it to 12 because this is change all. So you got to like play with those. And how many days do I want to do shoulders? Oh, I should do shoulders 3 times. Let's do that. 17. So we got shoulders 10 week minimum weekly, 17 max, 3. Close it. Now this on the side here is set to that. So it's going to look as I'm planning my workouts, and this is for let's say I plan every day, and we're just going to copy this because we're going to make this super easy. Oh, now we're at 13 sets of shoulders, so I'm hitting my minimum, so it's green and I'm not over. Still need more of all these other ones. Let's make one over and show you what it looks like. Oh, shoulders. We're at 19.5. We're over what we wanted. It's telling me to go down, drop a set of shoulders somewhere. This is a workout planner. I have not seen a workout planner this sophisticated and this good. I think it is worth buying Liftosaur just for this. Even if you're using a different app to plan your workouts, this is awesome. This is super cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this is amazing. And you can plan like weeks. Like you can create whole weeks. When you're done, you click convert to Liftosaur program. It converts it to a program and it's now in your programs. And from there, you can go in and edit it in more detail if you want to, like change rep schemes, change everything before you actually do it. That feature blows my mind away. It really does. So let's go to the overview. This has been a really long video and I apologize for that, but we are going to go through, that is my, let's go back here. So let's talk about these apps. And price of Liftosaur. So I do think that the monthly and annual costs of Liftosaur are a little more than I want to pay. I can't recall what the monthly is. The annual I think is like $40, I want to say, but they have a lifetime, which is only like $60 some, like $68, $69. And so I like it. It hits my price, hits my stats, hits my price, does what I want. So I like Liftosaur. So let's talk about all these programs and what I think. So after using them, I sort of eliminated Strong. I don't think Strong is that great. I think if you're looking for just something to log workouts, I think Hevy is a way better option for you. I think as a logging program, Hevy is great. It does. Hevy works on your phone, works on the web. It's very basic and simple to use, provides the stats, and it's a good price. It's cheap. Right now, it's half off for $11 for the year. Like $11 for the year, good price. Or lifetime's like 70 something. So good price. It's cheaper than Strong, and I think it's better. Workout logging, I think Hevy is 100% the way to go. Now, looking at the next step, like the routine planners and the ones that have routines. Oh, also, yeah, looking at the routines. So we've got Boostcamp, Liftosaur, and Strengthlog. I think if you don't want to pay any money, Strengthlog is the way to go because it just all this, like Boostcamp has a free version as well, and it's decent, but there's like no statistics in the free version at all, hardly. Even with the paid version, there's hardly any statistics. And I don't think the workouts, the pre-planned workouts, I'd rather just look them up online and program them myself. So I don't think I'd use the free version of Boostcamp over Strengthlog. I think Strengthlog's free version offers 100 times more than Boostcamp's free version. So if you're looking for a free version of an app, I think Strengthlog is 100% the way to go. I think if you're looking to pay for an app, I think that I personally think that both Strengthlog and Boostcamp are not worth the money that they're charging for them. But if you're the type of person that just wants everything done, you want it to be paid, you don't mind paying the annual fee, I really think Strengthlog has a significant advantage over Boostcamp for a number of reasons. The biggest being that it has tons and tons and tons and tons of metrics and statistics that you're going to pay for. So there you go. That's my recommendation for that. I think if you're looking for everything, do it all, as I suggested, I really think that Liftosaur is the one for the person who has patience to build and plan, wants lots of things like what I showed you in Liftosaur. The pricing is good if you pay for the lifetime version, and you're really not going to beat this workout planner. Like, this is amazing. Like, for the people that want to plan their own workouts, like, you're not going to beat this out. Liftosaur also has a bunch of pre-planned programs, just like Boostcamp and Strengthlog as well. But I really would be hard pressed to choose. I personally would not choose Boostcamp or Strengthlog over Liftosaur any day of the week. So if I was recommending two of these workout programs, I would be seriously considering Hevy for the person that wants very basic. They just want to be able to plug in their stuff and that's it. Liftosaur for the person who, the more intermediate lifter, advanced lifter that really is going to get into everything, really wants to plan workouts, really wants to know what they're doing by week, really wants to track everything. I think Liftosaur 100% is the way to go. Those are my recommendations. Those are my feelings after going through all these apps. So I'd love to know what you guys think. I apologize for the long video, but it's a lot of stuff here. So a lot to unpack. Love to hear recommendations you guys have. I realize there's other apps out there, but I wanted to look at the most popular ones that I'm seeing people recommend online. And who knows, maybe in a month from now, each of these apps is going to be updated. There's going to be new stuff coming out, and there's always free Google Sheets. So there you go. All right, later, everybody.